When you think of a Lake Tahoe resort, Kirkwood may not be the first one that comes to mind. At a time when many competitors are more modern and busier than ever, Kirkwood, which is actually an hour south of the lake, still runs mainly slow lifts and sees fewer crowds. If you're looking for a ski vacation that's ritzy, this place might not be for you, but this resort offers a really unique terrain experience that shouldn't be ruled out by everyone. Those who appreciate natural beauty will really enjoy Kirkwood. Despite the resort's lack of Lake Tahoe views, visitors will find a truly breathtaking ambiance thanks to striking headwalls that span every mountain area. Every line at the mountain features a unique set of elements, resulting in diverse views and a different technical challenge on every run. Thanks to a lack of buildup across the resort, you might feel as if you're one with nature here. The upper mountain at Kirkwood typically consists of steep above tree-lined slopes with a smattering of obstacles. Mellower lower mountain sections typically include trees, and these also include a number of unique natural half-pipes. Some of Kirkwood's terrain is truly extreme. Chutes, couloirs, and cliffs are common, and due to the resort's layout, these obstacles exist in places you'd least expect them.
Oh my god, no room for error.
Drop-ins are a signature Kirkwood trait. Nearly all double black trails require them. The most perilous drop-ins are extremely narrow and require free falls for the first few seconds. But you don't have to get that extreme to find yourself a nice challenge at Kirkwood. A large percentage of the resort's terrain is steep and ungroomed. Many trails require avoiding rocks and trees. The wall area maintains a consistently steep pitch for several hundred feet, and yard sales are a daily occurrence here.
You good?
Challenging runs in the Sentinel, Palisades, and Reuter Bowl require traverses to get to, but the further you go, the less tracked you'll find the snow. But if your ideal steep run doesn't include moguls, the resort regularly grooms a number of black diamond runs, making for a range of steep straightaways. And some of these groomers are truly steep. Groomer cats for runs like this double black all-the-way trail need to be pulled up with a winch due to the run's gnarly pitch. Kirkwood isn't really ideal for beginners and intermediates. Green terrain can only be found across two short beginner lifts, and the two areas aren't connected. If you're a beginner, there are a lot better options in the Lake Tahoe area. Intermediates have a number more options, the most unique of which exist in the resort's backside areas, but this group of visitors won't be able to take advantage of the resort's signature wall and cornice areas. Kirkwood also has two terrain parks, but they're not very competitive.
Jump up for the kids.
A big Kirkwood downside is lift infrastructure. To give the resort some credit, its two high-speed lifts provide access to great intermediate and advanced terrain, but most areas are served by slow, fixed-grip triple chairs. Some of these lifts are very long, make the ride up take what feels like ages, while others have weirdly placed seats or lumps in the cushions. The most trying lift-related experience comes from the Vista T-Bar, which requires a 2-minute hike to get to. Luckily, thanks to the lack of crowds here, you'll always still be able to get a good number of runs in. Getting around Kirkwood isn't bad once you get to know it, but navigation's confusing at first due to less than ideal signage. Lack of clear trail maps posted around the resort. Signs can be found at the top of lifts, but trails, including their difficulty, aren't always clearly marked where they start. Thankfully, however, all the most extreme runs are marked with Kirkwood's signature skull and bone signs. In addition, all summit areas provide some sort of direct access to one of the two base areas, although intermediates won't be able to take all of them. Compared to some other mountains closer to the lake, Kirkwood tends to see higher accumulation and drier, lighter snow. Due to the lack of crowds, snow tends to stay fresh for longer than you might expect. But accumulation can vary at Kirkwood, with some years receiving very little snow and others enjoying consistently generous accumulation. Conditions on the day of this clip were definitely below average. The resort also has some of the worst wind problems in Lake Tahoe due to its extremely exposed terrain. Let's take a listen to what it sounds like at the top. Wind holds are common here, especially in backside areas. Winds can also result in somewhat variable snow coverage around the resort. But while steep summit areas get windblown, mellower mid and lower mountain areas can catch that snow and turn into fantastic powder stashes. So if your goal out of your next ski vacation is to hit a resort with a huge footprint, high-speed lifts, and family-friendly terrain, you might be disappointed with Kirkwood. You might also be disappointed if you end up here on a windy day, but this resort is incredibly beautiful and it offers some of the best snow and extreme terrain in the Lake Tahoe area, and the lack of crowds will outweigh some of the problems that the resort has with lifts. With relatively affordable lift tickets compared to other mountains nearby, many people will find the Kirkwood experience a bargain.